What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video here, guys, I'm going to share with you some of my new WWE action figures I've picked up about a week ago at a Walmart and Target that are local to my home. It's been a while, guys, since I've gone to these stores and seen, new action figures. I see on social media a lot of you guys that share photos picking up new figures at your stores, all over the country. But here in Florida, where I live, it's kind of hard to find these, or sometimes it's always a delay until these get put on the shelf. But last week I went to both stores and picked up these four figures you see in this video here. There were a lot more. There were ones I was not really interested seeing or not interested getting, but there were still some cool ones there. But these are the ones I really liked and decided to pick up here. One little story I want to share with you guys briefly here. There was one other figure I was going to pick up at a Target, and it's the Legend Series action figures. I'm sure a lot of you guys know if you collect them. There was a new Stone Cold Steve Austin Legend Series figure where he had the white stripe like baseball jersey. It says Austin 316 across it, and then of course he had the Attitude Era Wing Eagle belt across his shoulder. And of course I really wanted to get it, but when I went to the register at Target, it scanned saying error, and the girl that was working at self-checkout said, I guess the figure cannot be sold till April 20th. So I was like, why are we putting these figures out, 3 weeks before they're supposed to be sold? So I don't know, but I was ticked off I couldn't get it. But hopefully down the road, if I can remember, go back there and get one. If they're gone, then I guess I'll try to see if I can find one online for a reasonable price. But without further ado, guys, let me show you the four figures I picked up recently. So the first one, now this is the only one I got at Target. It is a basic figure of Trish Stratus. Now this is what she wore, I believe, at Elimination Chamber that took place over a year ago in February of 2025. I think this is what she wore in a tag matchup when she teamed up with Tiffany Stratton. So I thought this was a pretty cool, basic figure to get. Of course, I love Trish. She's one of my all-time favorites. I do collect a lot of her stuff, and certainly down the road, like to get her to sign at me at conventions. I've met Trish, I think, a handful of times now, and she's always great to meet. Definitely one of the best, wrestlers to meet in person. But yeah, there's the figure right there. So I don't collect a lot of the basic figures unless it's like, a wrestler I really like, obviously, or if it's a cool addition. Of course, I like the elite ones better. But yeah, so cool figure. Glad I picked that one up there. Now, the next one here. Now, I am certainly a big fan of these Monday Night War action figures. I think I have maybe two more in my closet there. I know I got a Lita one, and of course that came with the Women's Championship belt, so I really had to get that one. And there were more of these at Walmart, Monday Night War ones I like. I think there was a Rowdy Piper one, which was pretty cool. But I like collecting figures that, if the wrestlers are still alive and down the road, I can meet them to autograph it. So I did pick up this one, the Steve Blackman one. Steve Blackman, of course, was a badass back in the WWF old days, certainly back in 2000 when he was the hardcore champion. This guy was just badass and awesome to watch in the hardcore matches. So I'm hoping one day to meet him, and he does do some meet and greets. And by the way, I don't know if this is just the only figure, guys, but this figure here, man, I picked it up. It's got a little bit of weight to it. I was kind of surprised. I don't know if the Lita one I got too has the same thing, but I picked up. I was like, man, this thing's got a little bit of weight to it here. But cool figure. Definitely, like I said, down the road, I'd like to meet Steve Blackman. All right, and the next one is Alba Fire. Alba Fire, of course, you know, not like the biggest fan of, but, you know, she's a good performer. You go back to her NXT days. Of course, she's in WWE now. But she was the women's tag team champion about 2 years ago. I forget the other girl that she teamed up with, but that won the tag belts, but she got released from WWE, you know, a couple years back. But yeah, I saw this one. I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me go ahead and pick this one up. She's not doing a lot of conventions because, of course, she's part of WWE. But I remember back in I know it was 2023 when she was still in NXT. She was doing a meet and greet at Spooky Empire, which is a big horror convention in Orlando, and you know, she was there, but I ended up turning her down because there was a lot of other people I was interested in meeting. But hopefully down the road I can go and meet her somewhere. It's kind of hard though, especially in WWE. But once they get released from the company, you know, they're all over conventions now, so they'll certainly be meeting fans just to, you know, make that finance. So hopefully down the road I can meet her. And then the last one, guys, who was one of my favorites in the company, Gunther. And I will say this, Gunther is one of my favorites in the company, guys. It's always a privilege to watch him. You know, I enjoyed his run as Intercontinental Champion. You know, obviously the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. And I was at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia when he lost the title to Sami Zayn. So that was certainly a special moment to see that great title reign end. And about 5 months later, I would say, he, you know, of course, he won the King of the Ring that year. And then he went on to face Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. And, of course, he won the title that night. And then he held the title for about 8 months, lost to Jey Uso, and then he won it back like 2 months later from Jey Uso, and then, you know, he lost the title to CM Punk last August at SummerSlam. So, you know, I had to get a figure of him. I know there was a basic one, but I really wanted to get an elite one. So I did get this one. Of course, this came with the World Championship belt. He's got it around his waist right there. But, yeah, I'm glad I got that one too. So these are my new figures, guys, I've had this past week, and I'll certainly be out and about, you know, more, see if I can find some more to add, but not seeing a lot these days, but I'm glad I got some new ones to find. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your comments below. I'll try to get them back as soon as possible, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time. Later, guys.